Okay, so this morning we're going to do a quick little lesson on checking your chicken's crop, and I'm by no means a pro on this, but I had an issue where I thought maybe I was underfeeding my birds a little bit, and I was trying to figure out how I could find out. So you get to reading online, and there's multiple things you can learn from checking a chicken's crop. But you know, some of the bigger issues is like an impacted crop where they get food stuck in there and then they can't eat because the food can't pass, and then they're basically starving to death or whatever. They get sick or you get a sour crop. But I just wanted to show you guys how to do it now that I know how to, just how to feel for it and look for it. The way a chicken's digestion works is when they eat, they basically gorge themselves and they fill their crop up, and then for the next few hours, the food will slowly move from the crop down into the rest of the digestive tract. So before they eat, first thing in the morning, you should be able to feel right along the right hand, right along the right hand side of their breastbone, and you shouldn't feel anything. It should just feel, obviously if it's a big breasted chicken, it might be a little bit more difficult, but you shouldn't feel any sort of prominent lumps. You should feel symmetry all the way up. So on this bird here, I got my hand right here, or my fingers are on her breastbone, and as I work my way up towards her, towards her head, right here, on the right hand side of her chest, I can feel it really feels like a beanbag because she just ate a whole bunch of grains. I can actually feel the texture of the grains in her crop. Now if I move around and I feel on the left side of her chest, it's not there, okay? It's on the right side. So anyway, I wanted to do this little check because when I realized that, when I learned that, I came out of an evening, it'd been several hours after they'd eaten, or since they'd had food available, and all of them, I could feel their crop was empty. And of course there's a lot of research behind overfeeding and underfeeding, and by overfeeding, even like a fat laying hen isn't as productive. So there isn't a good balance, and you can find all sorts of different recommendations out there on, pounds of food per pound of bird per day or whatever. There's some real general guidelines, but anyway, I didn't like that, just a few short hours after they'd eaten, the crops felt so empty. So I've upped their feed rations a little bit. And like I said, I wanted to come out here now and feel, knowing that they had just eaten, I wanted to see what it felt like. And again, like I said, so if you draw on your own body, find their breastbone, and you can feel it. It's nice. It's right here down low. It's sharp. It's sharp. But as you move just right along that center ridge up towards their neck, feel on the right hand side, and do this right after they've eaten because that's when it's going to be the easiest to feel. Right on the right hand side. And like I said, I can feel this one. I can feel almost every grain of food she's eating because she's got it just cram-packed full. So, like I said, just wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, I'm no chicken expert, but I wanted to explain it to you so you could kind of get a visual too on what to feel for, where to feel for it. And you might just go out to your flock right after they eat and just do it, just to try it and see what it's like. So, I've got several different varieties of birds. This, of course, is a barred rock. And I've got, if you look in here, I've got some Americanas, and there's a red Sussex over here on the side of the perch, and a few other ones in here. I can't remember what all I have, but I went through and I felt on each one independently, and they all, you can feel it on all of them. So species doesn't really matter of the chicken. You're gonna feel it on all of them. I even felt it on one of the red sucklings. She's up here. Whoops, fingers in the face. She's up there behind that post, underneath where the feeder dumps out. They're still looking for more, and hers was hard. But I'm not concerned hard because before she ate, it wasn't even prevalent. So she packed it so full it was pretty hard. So anyway. So I just want to share that with you. I hope I didn't put you to sleep, but you might go out and just test a couple of your chickens just so you kind of get a feel for it and learn one more thing. And then once you know what to look for, then you can do your research on why you should look for it and what the different signs and symptoms may be of issues with the crop.